Regional pronunciation of Calliope. I'm watching Auction Kings and a lady from Atlanta, who does not have much of a Southerners accent, is putting a Calliope up for auction. What caught my attention was the way she pronounced it cal-ee-ope instead of cal-ee-ope, Calliope. It didn't stop there either, otherwise I would have chalked it up to it being just her unfamiliarity with the word. The owner of the gallery, Paul, who has a mild Southern accent, similar to Matthew McConaughey, pronounced it the same way during several shots of him filmed after the auction, and numerous other times during the episode. In fact, in one scene, Paul pronounced it like that in front of a musical instrument expert who was called in to appraise it, but the expert did not correct him. I note that the expert did not say the word at all throughout the segment, possibly to avoid embarrassing Paul on television. Two of the bidders also pronounced it like that, as did the owner again. I particularly noted the pronunciation because this show was the third time this week that I heard it pronounced this way. The auctioneer, however, pronounced the way I expected. This reminds me of when I was young and saw the name Penelope on paper for the first time. I read the whole book pronouncing her name in my head as Penelope, and thinking that the girl was unusual because of her strange name. I checked several sites, Merriam-Webster, Dictionary.com, Wikipedia, and none of them list an alternate spelling. I thought that maybe it's just a case of people hearing a new term pronounced incorrectly and repeating it, but Paul and the gallery manager pronounced it like that several times after the auctioneer pronounced it correctly. Is there a regional, specifically Southern US, pronunciation of the word Calliope?
I would have said cal-ee-ope was the correct pronunciation in English. The Greek goddess would be Calliope, but the pronunciation of the original root isn't a good guide to how to pronounce it in English. According to Steamboats, this rhyme is supposed to help, but I don't see how, since you can rhyme it with either me or hope. Proud folks stare after me. Call me Calliope. Tooting joy, tooting hope. I am the Calliope.
According to the section labeled Pronunciation on Wikipedia, the musical instrument is pronounced /cal-ee-ope/ and the Greek muse is /cal-ee-pi/. Oxford disagrees, listing only the latter pronunciation, or something approximating it. Merriam-Webster lists both pronunciations for the musical instrument.
I invite your attention to the two pronunciations listed at Merriam-Webster. Unfortunately, I cannot clarify the usual pronunciation of this word in the southeastern US, as I did not hear it spoken in 11 years in that region, TN, SC, and NC, to my recollection. Nor do I recall having heard this word spoken on the West Coast, 20 years, or the Midwest, 10 years, of the United States. I do not think this is a usual word in the southeastern US. I suspect among music scholars enthusiasts it is not rare. Is it common in your corner of the English-speaking world, or do you have more knowledge of musical instruments than others in your region? I'm sure I've seen the word before, and mentally I pronounce it like the people on your program, but I have never spoken nor heard this word. In looking up the word, I am surprised to learn it is of Greek origin. It looks Italian or Spanish to me. Perhaps it is lack of familiarity with the word that results in the pronunciation listed second in the reference I included. It is also quite possible that I misinterpreted the second phonetic transliteration to be what you describe. We are all the product of our experience, or lack thereof. I see nothing correct or incorrect about that.
This is not a regional pronunciation issue, rather it is a professional one. Those who played the steam whistle organ patented by Joshua Stoddard in 1855, and those who worked in proximity to it, generally refer to it as cal-ee-ope, long O. Whether this originated in a mispronunciation of the Greek muse's name or not, it has become the standard pronunciation among circus, carnival, and steamboat workers/enthusiasts.
Fascination is